welcome to video 15 from the English Cafe Club. Today we're going to look at three words: who, whom and whose. But before we do that, let me explain something to you. We're trying to learn English so we can communicate. But sometimes learning perfect English is not necessary. It's necessary for exams, but it's maybe not necessary when you're talking to people in the street. For example, we are taught to say, "May I go to the toilet?" But you will hear people constantly saying, "Can I go to the toilet? May I do this? Can I do this?" Just because something is grammatically correct does not mean that that is what you will hear. Many people do not speak grammatically correctly. Okay, this is a perfect example. Many people say to me, what is the difference between who and whom? Whose is reasonably easy, but who and whom constantly confuses people. The problem is, in the street, you don't really very often hear the word whom, because most people don't have the confidence to use it properly. So I'm going to explain it now. Remember it for your exams, but don't get stressed in the future trying to remember. Don't get your tongue all wound around trying to remember, is it who or is it whom? Because to be honest, most people won't notice that you've made a mistake. So first of all, very simple, who and whom. Subject, object. Subject, object. Who gives to whom? The direction of the action. Who gives to whom? Like, I love you. I am the subject. I love you. Very simple. I love you. I give you, this is a basket. I give you the basket. You are the object. Okay, I give to you. Very simple. That's what we do with who and whom. So for instance, I can say, who gave you the flowers? Or who gave you the basket? I am trying to find out who was the subject of the action. Who gave you the basket? Answer, I gave you the basket. Okay, that's easy, isn't it? Right. Now, whom is when you want the answer to be the object. So somebody says to me, Ian, to whom did you give the basket? And I say, I gave it to them. Those people, I gave it to them. To whom did you give the basket? Right? Now, how can we test that? Well, actually, one of the things you can actually remember to do is to know the answer before you ask the question. If you think of the possible answers, they help you with the question. Now, can you see over my shoulder here the word he? If the answer is he did, or Roberto, he did. Who gave you the flowers? He did. Subject, it's who. If the answer is him, to whom did you give the flowers? I gave the flowers to him. Look, there's an M and an M, an M and an M. I gave the flowers to him. He was the object of the action. He received the flowers. So M and M's. I love M&Ms. Oh, I'm getting distracted. So M and M. To whom did you give the flowers? I gave the flowers to him. So if the possibility of the answer is him, then the correct question is whom, or to whom, if it's one of those giving actions. To whom did you give? Whom did you marry? Whom did you marry? Yep. I married her. Or if you're a girl, I married him. If the possibility is a him, the question is whom. If the possibility is he or she, the question is who. That's easy. Right, finally, whose. This is possession. Whose is possession. And we have another little trick. Look, there's an S and an S. If the possibility is his, then the question is whose. Whose turtle is this? It's his. It's his. Whose blackboard is this? It's his. It's his. Whose. It means who is the owner of this particular object? Whose, his. Whom, him. Who, he. The who and the he, I've got nothing special for you to remember. Just remember, subjects. The him, the whom, easy. M and M's. M and M. Whose, his. It's his. Whose shoe is this? It's his. It's his. If the answer is his, the question is whose. Who, whom, whose. There you go. Now you know. Bye-bye.